few examples of finding the greatest common factor in different kinds of terms. So the first example gave us three terms. It's 8xy squared, 24xy, and 40. Let's look at the 8xy squared first. And focusing on the 8, if I were to do a factor tree and break that 8 down, I would find that there are 3 2's that multiply together to give the 8. So I'm going to list those 3 2's as part of that term. And the rest of the term is an xy squared, so that's 1x and 2 y's. So to the right, I've just listed out all of the factors that make up that term. Let's look at 24xy second, and let's break that one down. Starting with the 24, if we break down the 24, that has an 8 in it, which is the 3 2's and the 3. And we'll list those out. And the term also has an x and a y, so just one of each, 1x and 1y. Then we have 40. Break that down. That also has an 8 in it, which is 3 2's, and then multiply the 8 times 5 to get 40. So we're going to list those factors out, and there are no x and y in this, so we'll just leave that blank. The next thing we're going to do is take a look at everything that we've listed out and see what all 3 terms have in common. It looks like they have one set of 2's, another set of 2's, 3 sets of 2's in common, and that's it. Everything else is just maybe in 2 of the terms, but not in all 3. It has to be in all 3 in order to be common. So we'll take each 2 that we found in common, there's 3 of them, multiply them together and get 8, and that actually happens to be our greatest common factor. Looking at another example, we've got 3 terms. Let's break these down. The 3x squared y first. The 3 doesn't really break down, so we're just going to list out the 3, 2 x's and a y. The second term is 15x to the 4th y squared. Break the 15 down, that's 3 times 5, and then do 4 x's and 2 y's. And the third term is x squared y squared. There's no numbers there, but we do have 2 x's and 2 y's. And I'm just lining everything up underneath each other if it matches. So that's why they look a little bit spaced out. Now we're going to look and see what all 3 terms have in common. There's one x, there's another x, and there's a y that all 3 terms have in common. So if we multiply the 2 x's together, that's an x squared, and then there's just one y. When we put the x squared y together, that is actually our greatest common factor.